Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode
To the Care Bear
of
Countdown.
Reditus, which will be session 95. Insane. Getting
5
closer
more
to
to
the
100, baby.
Yeah. All right, let's get into our recap. Last week, the ATLADS exited the portal into a room with a large teleportation circle and were greeted by the member of Crimson Arc, who led them deeper into the base towards Gorbash. On the way, they passed some wooden doors, some heavy metal doors, a patrolling makeshift war machine. In the throne room, they found Gorbash, seated on a massive stone throne, with Dalen standing nearby and quietly advising him. The room was chaotic and indulgent, filled with drinking, pleasure, and violence, including bodies chained to the walls, a massive beholder eye sealed into the ceiling. Elion sensed something strange about Dalen, suspecting he may not be a normal person. The group theorized that he could be a simulacrum. Elion also looked into Gorbash's mind and discovered that Dalen was influencing him, not magically, but through careful manipulation and deeply layered persuasion, burying Gorbash's true self. Gorbash told the group their assignments would come in a day or two, as everything was on hold for an important new recruit that was arriving the next day. The group then went to the canteen, where they met Pilu, a joyful Goliath cook who took great pride in feeding everyone. Trey and Darius met Opto, one of the original Crimson Arc members from before Gorbash's rule. Opto revealed that many Arc members were unhappy with how things were changed, and that many magic users had recently been sent on missions that had never returned. After bonding with Darius, Opto gave him a small metal device capable of temporarily disabling one of his war machines. Opto also revealed that things had become worse since the Arc captured something called a Shadow Heart, which was being kept below the main base. Darius contacted Magnus, who confirmed that Dalen can create simulacrum. Magnus also warned that Paradon was said to be going underground, meaning the important recruit arriving the next day may be him. He urged Darius to get out before things became too dangerous. The group decided to rest inside Darius's dome, and during the night, Mastos and Trey noticed Elion, sitting silently and sketching in his book. After a few minutes, he lay back down with the book on his chest, arms crossed over it, his eyes never opening. Be right back to see what happens next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Atlas forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, the shadows wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, standing strong. Keys awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall.
All right, to catch up to where you guys exactly were, you were in the canteen. Completed the sleep during the night. You two just seeing Elion kind of laying back down. But everybody had completed a long rest except for Mastos. So make sure everybody does mark that off if you need to. Trey and Mastos still kind of sitting watching as Elion lays down with the book on his chest. Looking around, you can see some of the people in the room starting to stir and start to get up. And as you kind of glance over, you can see that food is starting to be kind of pulled out of this massive pot, with the smells very much changed in the air, Mastos. The smell of meat and stew giving way to the smell of bread in the air. What do you guys do?
All right, what are we gonna do? I reckon we don't have a lot of time before the special recruit gets here.
If things go too slowly, can you just change us all to look differently?
Have I done that before?
Yeah, when I was hiding from Villian.
I mean, yeah, I could put some makeup on you guys, sure.
to at least make us appear different.
Well, yeah, but it's not an illusion. It's just like it's an effects kit. Like above table, I used a disguise kit on you. I didn't use like minor illusion or anything like that to change what you look like.
I thought
Above table.
I thought there was an there was some type of spell that you had. I don't know if it was a scroll or something, but he was
Like
Was
you
he
changed.
not
I looked
Darius?
like a smaller you. Yeah.
yeah. I don't remember
No,
what
that
it was
wasn't-
used.
Tim's
Ew.
dropped out for me, so I'm gonna have to reload in.
He's just.
Oh,
black
he's
to
out.
me.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I'm
there.
Oh, then Luke's dropped out. Whoever's talking, I can't. Whoever's talking to Darius, I cannot hear. or
Oh,
see
okay.
them.
Oh, okay, that's Luke. Yeah.
Very good.
I don't, because I have disguise self. I don't have.
Oh, maybe you changed yourself to be Jack. I went out first. It wasn't Jack looking like Darius. It was Darius looking like Jack.
Oh, the villain thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I look like Jack. Jack, you were invisible.
What was the thing then?
Oh,
Where
there
were
you
we at?
But there was a thing where we did like his hair was darker, but I'm pretty sure I just used a disguise kit for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you would use dirt and like ash and soot and to darken his
Yeah.
hair and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, we can just do that again.
That's not going to hide these. And I point to my horns and my legs.
Well, I mean, I can change one of you. Can also change yourself multiple ways.
Elion, you wake and kind of hear this conversation taking place now.
But yeah, I could change one of you, but I can only do one at a time and like actively one.
This as well as me, but I can also hide us a bit better.
Well, to
Well-
be fair, you can change someone else and transform yourself.
And to be fair, if it is Paradon that's coming in, he only knows 2 of us.
Sorry, what are we?
Sure.
What are we
Does
talking
know that-
about?
Elion
Or
is in our group.
Well, he dislikes 2 of us.
We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do here. There's quite a few issues. I mean, Paradon's coming here. We could. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's not confirmed.
Fair.
We could just be freaking out over nothing, and it's some other lizard person showing
Right.
up.
Let's look at the big picture here, right? You got to remember that Dalen is one of the 3, right? The 3 who were trying to bring back Sanguis, the old one, who is Sikosen. It was, I don't know, in love with, obsessed with, whatever it was. Paradon is working for Sikosen. You want to tell me that their special guest isn't him? There's a high chance that Dalen, who is one of the 3 that tried to bring Sanguis back, likely had contact with either Paradon or Sikosen.
Dalen just looks so not threatening, at least on the surface.
How many people you know that can make simulacrums?
I can summon a dragon or a drake.
How many times have you been felled?
All the way, 0.
Exactly.
I think we should be more focused on how we're going to get out of here, because if we have to wait for some teleporter, we're going to get caught up anyway.
Well.
So why don't we do what we do best and split up and see if we can find a way to find one.
Don't have them in my bag. I still have the. Why is that not equipped? Okay. I still have the teleportation crystals, right?
Yeah, Elion give them to you at the Caterva hold.
Yeah, I just don't have them in my bag for some reason. Mastos, you mind, and I point to my head.
Oh, I didn't sleep enough for that.
You didn't sleep?
I wanted to help stay watch, make sure we were all fine.
Wonderful.
Can you make it where we are a bit more stealthy?
I can always do that.
Well, then why don't we do that and get a little nosy?
And I take my staff and tap. Well, I guess I look around. Just give it a little tap. Don't even. Just a little.
While you're looking around, roll a perception for me, please.
Just imagining him going, tick, and it going.
Vines start breaking out of the stone walls.
Oh, sweet! Just keep knocking the place down.
21.
21, amazing. Okay. Yeah, you look around. It doesn't look like anybody is necessarily paying attention. You do see the odd glances from people getting out of bed or perhaps maybe not awake when you guys arrive, noticing that there's some kind of newbies around. But nobody holding your gaze. And as you kind of go to execute the staff, you do notice from the north end of the room, the exit and entrance, you do see the gentleman that was greeted you in the portal room is walking seemingly towards your group. But you do execute the spell, and you guys kind of feel the shadows creep up around your feet a little bit and kind of fade away. You all have passed
No.
the tricks.
Was
How
he
long
walking
does this last?
to-
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. So was that guy walking to us before I cast the spell?
He was.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't
We
matter.
might be having company soon. And I take a little nod towards Cheesemo McDicto.
Right. All right. Let's see what he wants first.
Yeah, he keeps
won't,
walking
like-
towards.
Yeah, I won't change. Basically, I'm just like gonna pretend I'm packing my bag up, kind of getting myself ready for the day.
And Elion, as you go to sit up, you find that your book is at your chest. You can feel your writing utensils still stuck within the pages.
I'll kind of like just pause for a moment, and I'll kind of just push it to the side and put it in my pack for now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, put it away. As you do so, the gentleman from the portal room approaches. It goes right up to Elion. You've been requested to meet with Sir Dalen. Please follow me.
What about the rest of us?
Just Elion was requested.
Well, I'm currently entwined in other affairs. I shouldn't leave the group. I've been hired to serve.
So if you wish to bring the group, that is fine, but they will remain outside.
I just like turn to Darius for kind of like, what do I do?
Packing my bag, I look up at him and I take my fingers and run them along my cloak, and I just nod at you.
You would also, Jak is trying to get Darius's attention, like,
Just like I kind of look and I just turn back and. All right. Well, let's not keep him waiting.
Very well, let's go. Turns around, starts walking towards the exit.
I will
And-
follow.
Jak is going to like eyeball Darius and like, and is mouthing the word.
What do you think this indication was when he shows him that he was rubbing his cloak?
And Jak's gonna like kind of start to pick up his pace and like lean really in, like lean close to Darius. I'm gonna distract him. Go. And Jak's gonna like pick up his pace for a minute, and he's gonna wander around like right in front of the guy, and he's gonna put his hands on the guy's shoulder. Good morning. Much excite today.
The second you raise your hands towards him, he immediately raises his hands in a defensive motion, fist clenched.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just excited for the day. And what was your name again?
I advise you don't surprise somebody like that, especially not here. My name is
Yes.
Dolman.
Has
Say
this-
that again. Dolman. Sorry about that, sir. Young, excitable Jak Nara at your service. How can I help you?
You can help me by stepping aside.
Has that caught the room's attention?
You take a look at the roll perception.
Take a look at a roll of this.
Take a look at that roll of perception.
It's a whole 7.
A whole 7. You notice a couple of nearby, near the entrance, kind of like look up to see what the ruckus is, but the rest of the room seems busy doing what they're doing.
Okay. Then I will slip the hood on and begin pursuit.
Yeah, and Jak is still kind of like holding the hand up. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Just trying to show my respect to the higher ups here.
And he turns around. Elion looks at you. Is this one part of your group?
Yes. Yeah. He's
You
okay.
leave him behind, or you need to have him with you?
He can. It's up to him. I don't control what he does.
Very well. He just kind of brushes past you, Jak, and starts walking towards the exit.
As he brushes, Jak is going to kind of lean into the brush just enough to put more contact in it, in attempt to make it, I guess, his sense is more focused on Jak than any other nefarious things.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength check for me, please.
Ooh, Jak is the strongest of the group, I believe. That's actually a really good roll. That is a natural 19 on the dice, -1. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'm
kinda
actually
lean-
very surprised.
Me too. You kind of lean into that brush a little bit, and you find that it catches his shoulder, and he almost kind of bounces off you for a second. And his face, he has this kind of angry look as one eyebrow kind of cocks up at you. You have a problem here, child.
Nope. Have a good day.
Well, it's not off
That
to a
is-
great start, is it?
Yeah, so Jak's demeanor changes. Back to locked in.
He continues to walk forwards. Darius, roll a stealth with advantage, please.
Oh, that's normal because you're invisible.
Okay, so 34.
34. All right, not bad, not bad. You're pretty
I can
confident
guide him on
he-
that, or
I'd like to guide myself.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that he has no idea that you're following.
As I was leaving the group as well, I would have been like, just be ready to move in case something happens.
Okay. Yeah, he seems pretty focused and not even really paying attention to everybody following, and is just heading down the tunnel through the exit away from the canteen. Is everybody following, or anybody want to do anything specific?
So is Darius not trying to pickpocket him at this time, which was Jak's whole thing?
Oh, you want me to pickpocket? What am I pickpocketing?
You're
doesn't
checking
matter,
his
you didn't say
inventory. Come on, like in Baldur's Gate. Come on, this is Baldur's Gate.
Oh my god.
Just take something off the guy.
Keys, maybe.
Okay, I will check.
No, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Jak was doing this.
He
Jak
did
was doing this.
Darius
and-
did not get, because I didn't get it. I don't think anybody in the room got what you were trying to
Jak was
what you were
like,
trying to say.
Yeah, see, I mean, I got the hood. I thought you were telling me to. I didn't know what this
Yeah,
was.
no, definitely
Take
not.
something out of him.
I
So-
will stab him in the chest and remove his heart.
All right,
So
well,
if
Jak don't
Darius
offer
of his
no
own
reason.
volition seen an opportunity, want to do it, fine, but not because, Luke is
No,
now telling.
The only thing that Darius would check him for would be something to get out of there, but he knows that everybody's branded, so there'd be no reason for him to risk being caught, because he went invisible so he could sneak into the room with Elion. If he gets
Exactly,
busted
yeah.
picking his pocket, he's screwed.
Yeah. Why don't we roll investigation as you're kind of following, kind of doing a once over him, trying to see if there is anything that would indicate a way out, or anything like keys or anything like that.
No, that's not good. It's a 9. You know what, though? No, I'm going to use luck, because this is an important one. Come on. Happy money, no whammies. That's no better. That's a 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, so just glancing, you see they don't seem to be hidden, but you see a ring of keys right on his right side, his left side. You see what looks like 4 small blades. But as you look at them a little bit closer, they seem joined, almost like a claw.
Glad I didn't pick his pockets.
Yeah, so he continues to lead you down to the hall. Elion, you're immediately behind him, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Trey and Mastos and Jak, you guys can just following at a distance, or what exactly is the plan?
I figured we're just like kind of an escort group behind.
Jak
Elion.
is slightly disappointed that Darius didn't pickpocket him with his very clear.
You don't know if he did or not. You
hands
can't
on.
see him.
You don't even know if I have. You can't see me.
Oh,
He could have 100
that's a good
platinum right
point.
now. You don't know.
Excellent. Jak needs some. Jak is
You
going
still
to...
owe me a 200.
I'll give you a few copper pieces. It's okay. Jak is going to also start perusing about. He's not going to follow the group.
Oh, you're gonna stay back in the canteen?
Well, he's going to wander around. He wants to try to find a majig thing, a coin to get out of here. So
Okay. So you can either follow him down this tunnel exiting the canteen or stay in the canteen at this point.
I guess he will go with him out of the canteen.
Okay.
But if he finds a time where he thinks he should branch off to look around, he will do so.
Certainly. Okay, so yeah,
he
at the end of this
Pops
tunnel.
his collar slightly.
And Trey, you want to do anything specific or?
If we're all following, I think Trey would be following, but I think if he sees that Jak is going to split off, he'll probably say something.
Okay. All right. So as the tunnel out of the canteen kind of comes to an end and it forks to the left where you guys remember, and you can actually see from this distance the entrance into the portal room where you first arrived. And Dolman, instead of turning towards that, takes a right and starts heading down the hallway, which you guys remember if it continued down here, you go past a couple of sets of doors and end up at the throne room. So he takes a right and starts heading down that tunnel. At this point, Jak, did you want to break off towards the portal room or keep following?
What was the room called again? Sorry.
You'd leave in the canteen, and if you were to turn left, you go towards the portal room.
Oh, the portal room. Yeah, Jak is going to wander towards the portal room.
Okay. So yeah, Trey, you see Jak kind of peel off and start heading towards the portal room.
Yeah, I definitely think Trey is going to, seeing that, maybe he doesn't like notice it immediately, but like tracking to see that Jak has gone the wrong way, he's going to try to silently break away from the pack and head over and try to get caught up with them.
Roll a stealth, please.
That's a 12.
With Pass
So-
Without a Trace?
Was that with your
Do we-
plus 10?
Do we have, if we have a plus 10, that would be a 20 something, like 23,
Perfect.
24.
Yeah. So Mastos, basically when he cast it, you now have it for the next hour. Plus 10 to stealth. So yeah, Dolman doesn't seem to turn around as you kind of like break off a little bit and get up to Jak. You guys are like maybe 30 feet away from where Dolman is now, so assuming he wouldn't be able to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so try to keep it really quiet. What are you doing? If we get split up like this, they're going to start getting suspicious. Now, Dante, you can't keep going off all by yourself. Sorry, Jak. You have to take into consideration how this looks. If anybody catches us out here snaking about, they're going to get suspicious, and it's going to look even worse for those guys in the throne room. Now, if we're going to do this, we got to be quiet. We got to do it smart. Let's stick together.
And Jak's kind of like looking on like each wall as he's kind of walking down, checking everything out. Yes, but we just got brought into a new group. We passed all their tests, and what is wrong with a bit of exploration? And don't you want to get out of here? As Jak kind of like is just kind of walking.
And Trey will look over his shoulder and see the guys disappear, and he'll do a quick little motion and kind of like tuck behind something real quick. All right, Jak, you're right. We do need to find a way out of here. Absolutely. But we got to play it smart. If we do anything crazy, it's going to look bad on the whole group. And if our guys are going out, if they're going to go see the guy in the throne room, Gorbash, is it? And it catches word that things are bad, well, I expect they're going to do bad things to our guys. So you and I got to play this real smart.
Jack's gonna kind of like turn and look at Trey in the eyes. I appreciate the compliment a second ago. Calling me Dante is a high honor, and Jack's gonna kind of like lightly tap him on the cheek. But Dalen asked for Elion, so turn your ears on and stay sharp as he continues down this corridor.
Trey following, I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, a little bit goes by as Dolman still leading the rest of, I guess, just Elion and Mastos now. Looking over his shoulder and kind of looking and realizing that there's a couple of people that have disappeared, just kind of shrugs, keeps walking. You see on your left-hand side, these set of wooden doors you recall coming up, and on the right-hand side, these kind of very heavy-duty metal doors. He stops about 10 feet in front of the metal doors and kind of steps to the side a little bit to the right, and as he does, Elion and Mastos and Darius, you get this clear view of the war machine walking down the hallway. Continuous patrol, seems to be heading towards the portal room past your group. Dolman kind of just stays steady and just watches it goes by.
How many of those things are around here? I don't see them very often.
Oh, just a few. Enough, some would say.
Quite impressive. Have you seen them in action?
Oh, I haven't had the pleasure. I hear they're quite fearsome. Opto does good work.
Who made them?
Opto, he's an artificer, the Crimson Ark. Takes care of all of our technological needs.
Where might I find him? He sounds very interesting.
He usually just tinkers around the canteen. Surprised you didn't see him.
Did we see him?
Yeah, that's the guy that said, "Be careful, magic users."
Right. Okay. That he was the one that sat down with, or that? Yeah. Okay. So, but I wouldn't have seen him though.
No, you were in the table across, and Trey was talking to him.
Right.
So
Okay.
you physically.
I haven't talked to him. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh, what did Dalen say was why he required me? I'm a little surprised. He's requested my presence.
I just requested I retrieve you, not the reason why. Merely a messenger at this moment.
Oh. Do you do this often? Just go get people for him?
Yes, when it's required, you could say that I'm in charge of transport. In and out of the facility.
Right. You are doing a great job.
He kind
Didn't
of
feel lost at any point.
He smiles a little bit. Most gracious. Come on. He nods his head back down towards the tunnel, the direction that he was going.
Continue to follow.
Without turning around, he says, seem to have lost some of your very important friends that you are to bring with you.
Oh, I kind of look behind me. Oh, I guess they have things to do. I'm quite new to this group. I was hired by Big B to mainly document things.
Seems perhaps your usefulness for him, or him for you, is gone if he wants to leave you by yourself in a new place. knowing no one else.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, we are here. And he stops at the large secure metal doors on the right-hand side. In the middle of each of these doors, these metal, almost cube-like sort of boxes where you would normally expect a lock to be. He reaches down and pulls off the set of keys, the ring of keys, and he slides them underneath. And you see he goes to this one key, which is very bizarre. The main piece of this key, it goes horizontal and then splits to vertical, almost like an L shape. And you see him kind of slide it underneath and push upwards, part of his hand almost going up inside this box. And as you see him kind of flick his wrist, and you hear the chunk. And he takes the key out and pulls the door, and the door to the right-hand side opens up, and you see a hallway on the other side, and he gestures. Come on, let's go.
I'll move that way.
Mastos?
I follow with him.
Okay, he kind of just watches you slowly as you go past. So Darius?
I will sneak in.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth at advantage for me.
Uh, 30.
Okay. Yeah, so Elion, you kind of walk in. Mastos, you follow. You try to... Darius, you kind of put yourself between them both. So the footsteps and the movement they're making completely masks yours. Very confident you slip by unnoticed. And as you all get through, he kind of turns and pulls the door behind, and you see him twist this large sort of hexagonal shaped device in a door. And you hear the locks go back in place. And he kind of picks up the pace a little bit to get around past you, Elion, and kind of shakes his head, nod to continue walking down this lit tunnel. And it seems to be going on a bit of a descent as it kind of turns as well. At this point, Jak, you reach the end of the tunnel, Trey right behind, and you can hear kind of in the distance as the war machine making its way down the tunnel, kind of echoing down. But yeah, you break the entrance of the portal room where you first entered. What do you wish to do?
Jak wants to take in this room. He wants to see pretty much everything. If there's any storage containers, if there's like the where you put the coin at, any kind of lights, any kind of like windows, anything and everything. He wants to take the entire room in.
Okay. Okay, so go roll ahead and roll an investigation then as you kind of like dig through this area.
Okay. Ooh, not very good. Not very good. Investigation will be 14.
14. Okay, and while you're doing that, Trey, what do you wish to do?
Yeah, kind of similar. We're here in the portal room, and I think Trey is trying to put together if this is actually a portal that can be used to go back the other way, because he thinks that it was explained that this portal only goes one way, so he doesn't actually believe this portal goes the other way. So he's kind of looking around for what in this room could give us ideas of like a means of egress, since this is the ingress here. Like, this is how you get in here. Looking for any signs of how to actually leave.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So you can either roll an investigation, or if you want to kind of focus in on the kind of the workings of the portal, and Arcana, your choice.
We'll roll investigation. I got a 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you kind of start working, looking at the portal, looking at the inscriptions, kind of the runes that are inscribed in entire of the way around this thing. Also walking over the teleportation circle in the middle of the room. Both of you are aware and see this. Encompasses quite a large area of the room. But as you focus in on the portal ring itself, Trey, you recall the portal ring you came through. And you recall the kind of the rough inscriptions. You couldn't exactly read it, but you kind of recall roughly the shapes and symbols. This portal ring a little bit larger than you walked in. And not just, now that you're looking at it a little bit closer, not just one solid portal ring with runic inscriptions, but 3 interlaced on top of each other. And as you look a little bit closer, you can see that there's some sort of mechanism behind it that moves these 3 rings. So this is not one set portal ring to a specified one area.
It's a Stargate.
And you see the pedestal to the right-hand side with the glowing cube, very much replicating the cube that the coin dissipated into. You guys did arrive here. And Jak, as you're looking around the outside of the room, a lot of crates and barrels kind of pushed to the side as you're kind of leafing through it. You see a lot of very basic equipment, basic swords, you see daggers, you see some leather armor, you see some produce in here as well. You see barrels of wine. This looks like a mismatch of different types of supplies. But as you go around, you don't see anything that indicates a way out. Nothing grabs your attention in regards to how to leave here. It seems to be a room with a portal and general supplies.
You would think one of the ways in here would be better prepared if anyone were able to break in. I'm not gathering as much information as I was hoping.
Well, I don't know if it was entirely useless. Looking at this portal, it seems a bit different from the one that we came in. Well, I mean, it's the same, but it seems to me like it's meant to change. And if it's meant to change, then maybe that means where it goes to could be different. Maybe it can pull from somewhere else. And that makes me wonder, could this be sabotaged to prevent people from getting here?
So it can change. Back in the mines, we ran into mine carts, and there was a section you could pull something and it would transition one track to another. Are you saying this one changes course?
I'm not sure, Jak, but it seems like the two ideas are similar enough that maybe it's worth investigating.
I'm not super knowledgeable with all this magic stuff, but I know when Darius and I believe Mastos and probably Elion really focus or draw circles, they write in little runic inscriptions. If those are messed up, that would probably mess up the connection.
It seems like it's got a lot of detail involved, and if it's got a lot of moving pieces, maybe it could get interrupted rather easily.
Well, I don't know enough about it to be confident in how to mess it up, so maybe this is something Darius could look into. But if you think we have enough information on this, I'm pretty good at memorizing rooms once I've been in them, so I think we have enough information if we want to start meandering to the next room. If this is an entrance only, I don't know where they're hiding the exit only, but that's what I want to locate.
Sure. And I wonder if maybe the exit's much like this, where it's got moving pieces, which maybe means it might go to different places. But I guess we'll have to take a closer look when we get there.
Okay. All right. Let's get back.
Sure. Let's be careful about it. Let's not try and draw too much attention. I don't think any of those guys will be suspicious yet, and I don't expect that those machines will give us any trouble. At least, not right now.
Well, good news is I've dealt with those before. You have 2 back in Sidicalum, so we should be all right. If anything, hopefully it'll ask us for a passcode, and I can spout off about 30 things before it starts swinging. Give us enough time to run. But yeah, 2 newbies walking around trying to take all the sites, and I don't think is too suspicious.
You're probably right. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Let's get a move on.
All right. Yeah, and Jak will start heading back to the path that they were going down before he branched off.
Yeah. As soon as you guys kind of go towards the exit, you see about 15 feet away, you see the war machine walking towards the entrance to the portal room. You guys coming into sight of it, it kind of... It stays unmoving in the middle of the hallway. What do you do?
Crimson, and just gonna start walking.
Trey, you just following?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys walked towards the war machine. It raises its right hand and pivots and leans its body against the wall, giving you a clear path to walk by.
Crimson. Keeps walking.
Yeah, you guys continue to walk. As you get about 10 feet away, you hear the starts walking towards the portal room again. At this point, Elion, Mastos, and an invisible Darius, Dolman has led you down this tunnelway on a slow decline downwards. 2 kind of twists to the left, leading further down. As he comes into the tunnel, it starts to even out a little bit. You see there is a turn off to the left. As you kind of like glance down, you can see there's a large wooden door that almost fills the entirety of the tunnel. To the left-hand side, he seems to ignore this exit and continue straight. And as you guys, there's now a branch off to the right, and he starts to turn to the right. But you can all see at the very end of this, probably about another 100 feet down the tunnel, as this is all well lit, you can see it opens out into another, looks like a larger room. Hard to see from where you are, but he doesn't seem to take you there. He takes a right and is heading down another tunnel. You guys keep following?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Elion, so
Yep.
whatever he's doing, I'm doing.
Perfect. Yeah, so as he takes this right and starts heading down the tunnel, goes only for about a minute or so, and he takes another right, and you see on the, you see a door, and beside it, one of the war machines. Just positioned, stationary, standing, unmoving. Dolman just kind of walks right by it, into the door, this wooden door, and knocks a couple of times on it. Yes? Have Elion Thorn for you? He brought some guests. I assume they'll have to wait outside. Oh yes, not a problem. Let him on in. He nods to the person that he can't even see, and then he grabs the handle of the door, which doesn't seem to be locked, and pulls it open, and Elion gestures for you to walk forwards.
I will I'll walk forwards, and I'll kind of like stop halfway through the doorway and like kind of turn to the side, which I'm consciously trying to make room. And I'll just turn back to I forget his name. Do I know his name? Yeah. Like, thank you for the transport. That was great. The best transport. And I'm like, clearly, I'm like stalling a little bit.
He looks at you very strangely. I will come get you when I'm requested.
Looking forward to it. Well, I better move on in now.
Indeed.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn and walk in.
Okay. Darius?
When he moved to the side, I would have.
I figured.
When he moved to the side, I moved in too because the guy said, sure, that we could all come in.
No, he
Technically
said
speaking.
he's here. Should the
Hey.
guests wait outside? And he said yes. But you can go in. I'm just
I'm
to make
going
sure you
in.
didn't miss
Going
it.
in.
Okay, yeah.
Going in.
So yeah,
Ignoring what they said then.
yeah. So Darius, go ahead and roll a stealth with advantage.
36.
36. So yeah, you see Elion's quite obvious move of trying to give you extra space, and you manage to kind of slide your way through. Just as you kind of glance over your shoulder and see Mastos just kind of hopping his way through the doorway, as Dolman immediately, his hand almost instantaneously from his side, right to your chest, Mastos. No, you're able to wait outside.
I'm the real reason he is with our group. I go where he goes where I go.
No, you do not. And he starts to close the door behind Elion with his hand on your chest.
I go around the corner.
Would you like back
Yeah,
the way you
I
came?
just smile and yep, walk back then.
Okay.
I nod to him, walk back around a corner.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of closes the door. Darius and Elion, you hear the kind of the door close behind. As there's, you can just see a corner of your eye, you just see Mastos kind of like chugging his way back down the tunnel.
And just did that door seem not airtight? You know, that's not an airtight door.
It didn't seem locked. It's a large wooden door, but
Mhm.
it didn't seem to be anything extra special about it, from what you can tell.
Great. I go around the corner.
Okay.
And do something special.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you go around the corner, but Darius and Elion, as you kind of proceed through the doorway and get into the room, you see a very elegant-looking room. Although the walls of this room are completely kind of carved out of stone, you can see every ounce of almost all of the walls covered by a bookcase or shelving or pictures. Just it's almost like anything to try and cover up the stone that is there behind. Immediately jumping out is this massive 4-poster bed that is almost central to the room. You see these elegant purple and white sheets, pristine and clean. You see a large chest at the bottom of it. You see 2 big desks or tables kind of spread to the right-hand side. You see papers strewn everywhere. You see a fireplace on the left-hand side as well, and to the right of it, immediately you clock, Darius, this beautiful violin that is resting against a music stand. And you both see Dalen standing in the middle of the room with a smile. Elion,
I will wait.
thank you for coming. Please have a seat. And he gestures, and opposite the bed to the south end of the room is this very elegant, a long chaise lounge that is this beautiful purple leather with this kind of cushion on it, and he gestures towards it.
I will walk over and sit down.
Okay, Darius.
I just want to be like within 30 feet of him.
Yeah. So this room is about, let's see, about 100 feet kind of in length, but he is central to the room, so almost kind of you can kind of move around and quite easily be within 30 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to basically be within range of Elion should anything crazy happen. I don't think I want to be between him and Dalen, just in case. But just close enough.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So as you sit down, Elion, roll a perception for me, just so you can kind of take in the room.
13 plus 2, 15 total.
So as you sit in the corner here, this is kind of the southwest corner of the room. And you glance out, you get the fireplace kind of behind you on the west wall and the bed just a bit to the north. But after kind of taking in the room and seeing this big long desk almost filling the entire eastern side of the room, a smaller desk in the northeast corner grabs your attention because there's a giant mirror that seems very out of place. And even sitting from where you are, you can see this is extravagant. This shining silver outside of this frame kind of pivoting up. And you see these red, it can't be paint. Red, it looks like a red color that is lined throughout, but it almost looks like it's moving. And as you sit down, Dalen kind of gives a smile. He walks over and he sits down on the large chest at the bottom of the bed, which is just about 7 or 8 feet away from you, and kind of kneels down on his elbows on his knees. So, how's your time here being in the Crimson Ark so far?
I mean, not bad. Haven't really experienced too much, I guess you could say.
Just wondering why you were holding back on saying why you're here.
What do you mean? Holding
why
back?
you were really here?
Don't know what you mean. Why am I really here?
At this point, Mastos, you have enough distance now getting kind of around the corner. What is it you wanted to do?
I was going to cast polymorph on myself.
Okay.
And turn into a tiny spider.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll sleight of... No, we'll let you do stealth. We'll let you do stealth to see if Dolman...
That's with advantage.
Yep.
Or, no, it's not, because it cancels out my...
Start of a concentration.
Yeah, well, it cancels out my disadvantage on stealth. My armor. Doesn't matter, I got 15 right. Plus 10 plus 2, so 12, so 27.
27, okay, yeah. So yeah, you execute your spell and Spider Mouse.
Special edition. And I go dashing her back around the corner to go underneath the door frame. Da, 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 da. Mission Impossible theme music starts, and I'm just like... 17
minutes later, you make your way across the large spanning distance. But yeah, as you get a little bit closer, you can definitely see a gap under the door. This is not, a highly sealed door by any stretch. The large war machine sitting to the side does not seem affected or notice you. Neither does Dolan. Dolan kind of leaning against the wall, one kind of foot resting against it, his knee kind of pivoted and kind of arms crossed, kind of just standing there. And you and break your way very easily underneath the door. Just as you do, you hear Elion ask the question to Dalen. Why is he really there? And, well, I assumed that Derek or Victor had sent you. Am I mistaken?
Do I recognize those names?
You do. They are both your brothers.
Okay. That makes sense. No. I've actually not spoken to them in some time. Why would they send me? Do you have dealings with them?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, that's how you got here, was it not? This Digby doing the trials sent from your home.
Well, yes, but quite honestly, I've just followed Digby's lead. I haven't interacted really with anyone in my home. Avoided it. There.
He leans back, kind of looks at you a little bit more curiously now. So you're telling me that you truly are here just as what? Part of a mercenary group?
As well, you make it sound very uninteresting when you say it like that, but yes, our travels brought us to my home, but it was not by choice. It was simply where our group had to travel to, and I'm frankly ready to leave as soon as I'm able.
He smiles a little bit. Roll a persuasion.
Oh, persuasion's quite good. 13.
13.
Yeah.
He looks at you, and you can tell that he is trying to read you. But with enough truth kind of laced into what you just said, he doesn't seem to have been triggered in any type of way. So it's
Like
just...
everything I said was true. Wasn't that? Other than his name.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so pure coincidence that chuckles. He kind of looks off a little bit. This can't be just coincidence that all of these years we're looking for Conciso magic and sources of Conciso magic, and you come here with multiple people with sources of Conciso magic. This cannot be a coincidence, Elion. There must be more.
I'm sorry. Who else has Conciso magic? Are you saying that's the source of your magic? I'm sorry. Is that? I'm confused. Why am I here?
Sits back a little bit. If you're truly here for money, I can supply that. If that is your true wanton. If you have something further you would like to discuss, a higher wanton perhaps, I am also open to that.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's right to be dealing while I'm currently employed. So, I will continue to work for Digby until my contract is up, and then maybe I'll come back. But I don't think this conversation needs to go much further.
Oh, I think it can go much further. It's just a conversation. It's not hurting anyone, is it?
No, but that's not why I'm here, and this conversation seems to be self-serving if it continued, and that's not how I operate. I'm here to support Digby in his efforts, and that alone.
Well, you're a mercenary, you work for money, and there's no reason why you can't do more than one job at a time. It's called multitasking. So, perhaps I can pay you for some answers.
Answers to what?
Well, do we have a deal?
I can't really make a deal if I don't know what it entails. And frankly, the mercenary thing, I'm not quite a mercenary. I'm more just a note taker, a journalist, a scribe. I think you're confusing my role.
He chuckles a little bit. And I think you're downplaying your role. I haven't seen the power within you, something like that, in quite a while. Not in a human, anyway. A little more than a scribe, yes.
I've been learning, but I wouldn't. I think you're mistaken with this power that you seem to think I wield.
Roll a persuasion.
12 plus 7, 19.
19. Awesome. He looks kind of satisfied with that. Well, perhaps a power unrealized then.
We all have potential, right?
He sees me. Well, back to my original question. Can see so magic. Do you know much about your companions?
I mean, just from brief conversations we've had, I would say I wouldn't be able to write a book on them yet. Still gathering.
And yourself. How well do you know yourself?
Well, to be quite honest, I thought I knew myself well, but as of late, things have been revealing themselves to me, and I've been learning more each day.
Ah, personal growth. Perhaps this will lead you to what I see within you.
If you don't mind me asking, you seem to show quite an interest in me, and that's not something I'm used to, quite frankly, at any point in my life. Would you care to elaborate on what you think is so special?
He puts his hands on his knees, kind of stands up. Yes, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. And he just kind of starts walking towards the center of the room. You interest me in quite a few ways. At first, this story about being part of this group, when I assumed your brothers had sent you here, it cannot be coincidence that your family support the Ark, and yet here you are, unaware of it. Second of all, the amount of power within you displaying the parlor tricks upstairs when an immense power is within you, seemingly not to your knowledge or unharnessed as it may be. And finally, years of us searching for sources of Conciso magic across the mortal plane for yourself and to others to arrive with it is of interest, at the very least. Wouldn't you say?
Right. Yeah, I could see how that coincidence can be of interest. But I think that's just merely that. Why are you searching for Conciso sorcerers?
Well, it was previously thought that what we were trying to achieve could only be done with Conciso magic, but that more recently has been pushed aside, less of a priority. But if it's in our midst and it is here, I would be a fool to not address it.
And sorry, remind me, what are you trying to achieve?
Elion. I am no fool. One who does not answer straight questions, giving a question and expecting a straight answer in response. You're more intelligent than that.
Sorry, I thought we were having a conversation.
Indeed we are. But when you're playing a game, you don't show all your cards at once, do you?
Is that what we're doing? We're playing a game?
Oh, yes, of course it is. Life itself is a very game, Elion.
Right. Speaking of games, your pawn upstairs. Wait, are we downstairs?
Yes, you're downstairs.
Yeah. What is his role in all this?
Oh, he does all the busy work. I do what's important down here.
Right, but does he know that's his role?
Oh yes, indeed, they all do.
And he does that willingly?
Of course. Why would he not? All towards a greater goal.
Well, it just seemed rather odd that you're controlling his emotions.
Oh, you mean Gorbash?
Yes, who are we speaking about?
Oh,
You have other
never
pawns?
mind. Gorbash, he is a brute and useful, but like a child, needs direction, and I'm happy to give it. Crimson Arc is so successful and such an established organization as it is, due to the guidance that I provide, Gorbash.
And how long have you been providing that form of guidance?
Almost since he sat atop the throne, I can pleasure to say.
Anyone else you guide that way?
Nobody else I need to guide that way. He is but enough.
When the leader is being guided so well, who needs any more, right?
Indeed.
I'm interested, though.
Yes?
What form of guidance are you using to achieve that?
Simple words, Elion. Simple words.
Right, but words need to be received, and if they're not received well, how do you alter them so that they are? You must have done that.
That has been necessary from time to time for specific individuals, perhaps, but not for Gorbash. He is sometimes frustratingly easy to persuade.
Right. Well, thank you for the insight. If there's anything else, I shall take my leave.
Ah, yes, there is more. You will not take your leave until I say it's time for you to leave.
Right forward.
I see potential in you with your level of intelligence and the power within you that perhaps you yet do not know of. I would request perhaps that you do some work for me here within the Ark. Would you be open to such a thing?
Like I've already explained, I can't take on more work when I'm already employed. It's just how I operate. It's nothing personal. Once my work is complete with Digby, I will seek more employment. Again,
you understand that Digby's work is for me.
Right, but through you or through Digby, then I'm happy to oblige, but Digby's not here, so if you wish for me to complete something, then please approach my current employer and request my assistance.
When he said that Digby's not here, did he react at all? Dalen.
Roll an insight.
My desk. Ooh, that was good. Where's my player sheet? Insight, that is an 18.
So you don't see any reaction
Okay.
outside the norm from when you said Digby.
Okay.
I just want to check Mastos, sorry, Spider-Mose. You kind of just chilling at the doorway, or did you want to go anywhere specific or do anything specific?
Oh, I was going under the doorway so I could be involved in listening.
Yeah,
in on
you're
this
under the door. I'm
conversation.
just saying, were you like, did you want to go anywhere in the room specific or? Kind of just...
Oh, no, just kind of like Mission Impossible style. Go up to the roof and just listen in and be there. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
for sure.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, very easy for you to do. This type of environment, it's very easy to blend in as a tiny spider.
Yes.
Yeah, as you're kind of having this conversation, Jak and Trey, you've progressed down this hallway. You see the turn to the right. It would take you back to the canteen. Did you guys want to go there or continue straight down the tunnel?
Straight down the tunnel.
As you continue, you come across these set of wooden double doors on the left, and then you can see just about 20 feet to the right is the large, secure kind of metal doors to the right.
Jak is going to check out the wooden doors.
They are two wooden doors. You see handles, you see iron locks down underneath the handles.
He's gonna try to open the door.
Locked.
Boom! As the group one time killed an entire party for no apparent reason, apparently, Jak has acquired a set of lockpicking tools and is going to, if clear and no one watching,
Roll
jiggle the
perception.
lock. 10.
10. You glance up, down, you hear no footsteps, you see no people other than Trey standing beside you.
Sleight of hand or lockpick.
Roll a d20, add your dexterity. Unless you're proficient, which I don't believe you are.
I am not. But that'll be a dirty. Just adding my dex, yeah, dirty 20.
Oh, dang! Start findangling around. Trey, do you want to do anything while you see Jak pull out his lockpick set?
Besides,
Yeah,
going,
so-
whoa, Jak, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna have a quick listen at this door over here. I suggest that you keep an ear out before you start assuming that there's nobody on the other side. And Trey is gonna work over to the metal door, see if he can hear anybody on the other side of the metal door.
For sure. Yeah, Jak, so you kind of started to go to work. Trey, go ahead and roll a perception for me.
There's like 20 people right behind me as I'm doing this because I didn't hear them.
3 war machines just standing over you looking down.
Trey got a 28.
28,
I
amazing.
rolled a 19. It's really good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you put your ear to it, and you don't hear anything on the other side. Kind of laser in, and as you kind of close your eyes, try to listen to the other side of the door, you can actually hear a little bit of kind of murmur and joking coming from further east downwards. You kind of pinpoint this. You're like, yeah, that's the throne room. Like I can tell that noise. That's the throne room. You can even hear kind of the clinking and stuff almost echoing the whole way from the canteen, kind of clearing the canteen, and knowing between those two with no sound kind of bouncing off anything, you're pretty sure that behind the door and between those two places is clear of movement. Jak, as you turn, you hear that, feel that little familiar kind of click as you feel the lock give way and unlock.
Yeah, Jak's gonna like finish the unlock thing and he's gonna just lightly creak the door open.
Yeah.
And he will peer inside.
Roll a perception.
Boy. Higher than a 4, higher than a 4. Ooh, natural 20. Never mind. We're good, we're good.
Amazing. Without even going
26.
into the room, you kind of give it a little creak in the door and look in, and it looks like there's a small kind of hallway or kind of small tunnel, only about 10 feet in length, but it opens up into a bigger room. And you can see a stack of barrels and crates against the back wall. And you can see what looks like a stairwell going upwards. This stairwell, however, looks more intricate, made of wood, more kind of elegant, we'll say, than any of the other kind of furniture that is anywhere else in here.
And it looks like it leads up, you said?
It does.
Trey, can you get a friend? Can you borrow a friend? Someone raised in the shadows, looks like me, elegant, and can you have them go this way and take a look, and can you see what they see?
I can do that, Jak. It's gonna be. I just gotta find somebody, log in. There's plenty of me that've been here. A couple guys. Crimson Arc for life. You know the type. Stuff on the wrist. Yeah, I can see him. Let me sneak in this door, lean up against the wall. I won't be able to see this while I borrow him. So keep an eye, alright?
Well, maybe don't go inside, because I want you to send your guy in, and I will close the door, lock it, and then we'll look nonchalant, lean up against the wall, waiting for somebody important, perhaps, out of the throne room. You know, two newbies, we're not really sure where to stand. Someone will just kind of, what are you doing here? So, kind of thing.
Alright, we'll give it a try. And Trey's gonna try to find a spot that would seem natural enough to maybe look a little bit lost and sort of put one foot up on the wall and kind of lean his head over, scratching at the top of his head a little bit, just sort of getting his body doing the natural rhythm of like boredom and potential disinterest or maybe confusion, just like he's looking deep in thought. And he's going to reach out and find a version of himself who participates with the Crimson Arc, but still has enough similar that it doesn't feel like this person would be like some deeply ensconced member of the Crimson Arc, probably just a newbie much like ourselves, but somebody would actually have some capacity to be able to walk around here. And I like to think that he finds a version that has been here and found comfort here. So the skin is much darker, looks a lot like how Trey does now, but the hair is just completely buzzed off, and the eyes haven't taken on that purple. There's still a little bit more red, and very dark. He looks much more drow, or at least, you know, harkening to the original, like very dark, very deep drow that Trey would have looked like had he not spent so much time above ground. And he'll borrow this guy to start walking through that doorway up those stairs.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you set your intent out, and Jak, you just see this foot start to apparate, and as it does, it kind of goes up to the leg, the torso appearing, and the bald head kind of filling in as he kind of steps forwards into the room.
As this borrowed person enters the room, Jak is going to close the door and attempt to relock the door.
Okay. Yeah, you find the tumblers and sequence back, and just roll a d20, just a d20, just in case.
Okay. That's an 18 on the dice.
Okay, great. Yeah, you find the tumblers back as you kind of pull it out and can reset it, and you hear the chink. You hear you feel the lock twist the other way, knowing that you have successfully locked the door.
Yeah, and Jak is going to kind of lean up close to Trey enough to elbow him, if that works for him, if he wants to like get his attention, and then he's just gonna pull out Dana's letter and like look like he is gonna read it because he misses Dana, but like looking busy or just like looking occupied.
Okay, got it. Both of you just roll a deception, both of you, for me.
Oh crap! Roll a nonchalant check.
Also, just reminder for you guys, you lose pass without a trace.
Sorry, Jak always has it on. That is a natural 15 on the die, and my deception is a +2, so that'll be a total of 17.
17.
I got an 11.
11. Okay, got it. Duly noted. Yeah, Trey, your counterpart has entered the room. What do you wish to do? What do
I
you
believe
direct
it's
him
just a staircase upwards is all that we'd seen from that doorway.
to? Yes, from the doorway. Yes.
Okay. I think this guy will walk with purpose, not especially fast, but confidently up the center of that staircase.
Perfect. Yeah, as he kind of crests into the room, takes a glance around. You see more storage crates. You see some small stone. Looks like stone crates. You can almost see it. Almost looks like steam kind of come off it. But as he kind of walks by, you can see there's fresh meat and part of it fresh fruit stored. You can tell these are some type of cooling apparatus of some description, keeping things cold. But a lot of this stuff looks really fresh, like just brought here. But a lot of it is more food based. But yeah, as he kind of looks to the corner of the room and starts heading up the staircase in the northeast corner of the room. It's a very small room, but as he starts heading up, kind of holds onto the banister and kind of takes a look up. This is a spiral staircase. And as he looks up, he can only see kind of like the next set of stairs above him. You want him to proceed up it?
Yeah, passing all this stuff. Is it basically like a hallway at this point where we've gone up the stairs? There's this room, but it just continues, and there's no
so you're not up
branching.
the stairs yet. Like it was just as he was kind of going to the stairs, just noticing what was in this room before he started going up it.
Yeah. Okay. So the door opens up to a room that's like full of all this well-kept stuff. Is the room itself cold, or does it just appear that whatever is storing the items appears to be storing it in a way that it's kept fresh?
It just appears that some of the storage containers, the ones that are made out of stone, are cold to the touch. The rest seem normal. The room seems normal temperature.
Okay. And seeing that it seems to be a lot of food stored here, continuing past that, that's where the staircase is.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go to the staircase.
Okay.
Moving on up.
Yeah, as he starts heading up, and you kind of see, as I say, spiral kind of going up, having to kind of just continue up it. As he takes a few steps up and continues, and then goes up to the next level. He can't see an end to this from where he is. He just sees the next level above him. So you don't want him to just keep going up?
Yeah, I think we'll take that as far as it can go. This can only go out to approximately 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet,
so,
yeah.
I'm not sure how far that can take. Cause I'm assuming this is going to be a bit of a trek. So
Yeah.
I don't know when we're going to reach the edge of that. But it sounds like this staircase just is going to be going for a hot minute.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we'll let him kind of continue his ascent up the staircase. And as we do that, back in the room, Elion kind of walking over to the middle of the room. Is back. Well, it seems you're quite set in your ways to have these orders through this Digby for some reason. You say you just met him, but this bond that you can't do anything without his say-so is quite disturbing. Does he have perhaps some sort of hold on you, as I have on Gorbash?
No, it's just standard code sometimes. I'm trying to honor my arrangements.
Well, you bought friends. Is he outside? Can you just bring him in?
I don't believe he is. You'll have to send for him.
Well, who did you bring? Dolman said you had friends you brought that are right outside.
I believe it was Mastos.
I'm
But-
going to whisper as silently as I can in his ear. Just say yes.
Roll a stealth. Not at advantage, because this is sound based. You don't have a +10 anymore
I
because you
know.
lost his concentration. Okay.
18.
Nice. So yeah, you hear this whisper in your ear, Elion, and all three of you don't see Dalen react.
Okay.
So, is Mastos, you said?
Yes.
He's one of the magic users with you, yes?
Yes.
Well, perhaps I have an assignment for all of you then, if you are here to serve the Crimson Ark, and that's what Digby's goal is. Perhaps you should get your group and bring them all here.
I can do that. That should be fine.
As as he was saying, oh, perhaps you should get your group together. You just see Spider-Most like exclamation point above his head. He's like scurrying up his web to get back out around the corner again so he can transform. He's like, oh no.
For sure. And yeah, Dalen kind of, he looks like he's pondering a little bit. Very well. Why don't you take Dolman and go bring them all. Yes, he should be fine. Tell him to bring you to the testing room. Should be fine, actually, I think.
Okay. The testing room?
Yes, that's probably easiest. There's a bit more room there.
Right. Okay. I will let Dolman know.
Very good. He turns away from you and starts walking over towards the desk with the large mirror on it.
Did I, just because I would have had kind of detect thoughts during that, did I pick up on anything, like, alarming? Like, just surface, I wouldn't have dug deeper. Just
Yeah.
surface.
Not his visual expression and how he was talking to you. Your detect thoughts pretty much reinforced everything that he was saying. Like he got a little bit excited when talking about Conciso magic. He got a little bit the confused sense whenever you were explaining you weren't sent by your brothers. Nothing really jumped out. Yeah.
Okay. I will get up and head towards the door.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see him pull out the chair at the desk, sit down, and just seems to be ignoring you at this moment.
Okay. I will nod my head towards him and open the door.
Okay.
I'll leave the door open. So I walk
Yeah,
out.
you open the door, you see the war machine on the left-hand side. You see Dolman, his foot up on the wall, arms folded, just kind of looks at you. That was quick. We're leaving.
Yeah. We are to gather the group and head to the testing room. Does that sound right?
Yes, well, if they had have stuck with you when they were coming already, then we saved ourselves a trip.
And Darius
well.
apparates, leaning against the wall.
Like beside Dolman?
I don't want to be too close to him because I believe I would have saw what happened with Jak, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be within striking distance, but I'll just be leaning against the wall, kind of like, 10 feet from him.
Okay.
And then I will just disengage the cloak. Like, we were here.
He kind of squints at you. That wasn't called for. Not very nice thing to do. New place with new friends. Lurking.
Well, we have yet to see if they're actually friends. It's a den of thieves, right?
Anyone with enough money is your friend.
Digby, were you here the whole time?
I was waiting outside. I wanted to make sure something didn't happen to you. You are an employee, an individual in my employ. I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Right. Well, Dalen wishes to speak with you, to garner my services. I told him that I'm working for you until our contract is done, and that if you wish for me to do work for Dalen, that is at your discretion. Hope that is acceptable.
Well, I guess we better head to the testing grounds to see what he wants then.
Right. I will follow your lead.
I think we gotta follow his lead.
I will follow you, and if you follow him, then that is where I'll go.
Very well. Mastos, where you at?
Am I anywhere close to where they are?
You could be with your spider web swinging. You could easily get out to where they are. They're right outside the door. So
I want to literally pop up behind him.
So,
And the polymorph right behind Darius.
okay.
You're gonna push me off the wall then?
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, you're gonna just gonna apparate, and Dolman kind of jumps back for a second. Everybody else is just in the shadows. Save us a trip back upstairs. Everybody else, come out! He kind of yells down the hallway.
Only I had major illusion.
Look around. Bro, you right?
He kind of looks in as he kind of grabs the door. He kind of looks in to check in on Dalen and slowly closes the door. Very well, so to the rest of your group then.
He wants all of us.
Looks towards Elion.
Yes, I think he said to gather everyone.
Not just the magic ones.
I'm trying to recall. Did he say just the magic ones, or I think he said
No.
the whole group?
He said the whole group.
Yeah.
I point out he said the whole group. I was listening the entire time.
Do you say that, Mastos?
Yeah.
Okay. Dolman kind of
It's the
perks
whole
up.
group he asked for us.
How did you know this? Were you eavesdropping on the conversation?
My ears. I twick my ears. My ears hear a lot.
I would suggest anybody of importance within the Ark, if they're having conversations, do not eavesdrop, or you may find yourself less a few years next time.
You ain't dropping no eaves, sir.
Just like this. Jealous.
Very well, let's... Where are the other ones? Do you know?
No, I thought they
in
were
the
with us,
bathroom?
to be honest, and then I turned around and they were gone. But I was, hidden, so I didn't want to reveal myself just in case.
Very well, let's go find them then. He starts walking down the tunnel.
We don't have that message connection up right now. Yeah.
Okay, so it starts leading
Nope.
you. Do you all follow?
I will follow. Digby.
I mean, I can make this
I will
easier.
follow Digby as well.
Jack, Digby here. Where the hell are you? Need to go to testing room.
Are you using message or sending?
Sending.
Okay. So yes, Jack, you hear this.
Scouting, gathering information. In a hallway.
I'm not burning another third level spell slot.
So Dolman leading you kind of down the hallway, kind of this intersection to the right. You can see we guys haven't went yet. He turns left, heading you back, leading you obviously back to the above area. You guys all following, or?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you follow him as you do up above. Trey. Quite a few minutes goes by, and you start worrying about the limitations of the magic you're using. And as that kind of thought starts to overwhelm a little bit, the panic kind of sets in a little bit, he comes to a door. This last ring of steps coming up, and this metal door with the handle and a lock, iron lock. And to the sides of this door, you see finished stone, but not like down below. This stone is better upkept, almost polished. Yeah.
Okay. Does it have any of the trappings of the magical engravings that we would have seen in any of the portals and stuff like that? Or is it strictly just like really nice, clean looking stone for aesthetics?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
Okay. So I use the luck point, and the second roll is a dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, as soon as you scan around it looking for anything that would resemble something you've seen down below, you don't see any engravings or any markings. Just very elegantly designed and crafted stone. And you can even see kind of down at the bottom of this, right where that's kind of this floor kind of connects to the door. You can almost see right below that where it kind of just starts to change into that kind of dungy stone that led down below. As you kind of check over the door, and you don't see anything that stands out in regards to any danger or traps. The lock itself looks very basic. So nothing about this area stands out in connection to the portals. So it looks pretty straightforward.
Okay. I don't imagine that I'll achieve much more here. So I think Trey will just, at this point, he probably doesn't expect that he can do much more here. Even if he could somehow figure out to do something with the door, he couldn't go any further. I think he'll just drop the connection.
Yeah, you just see him kind of just dissipates back into the ether from whence he came.
Mm-hmm.
You get your consciousness back beside Jak, still reading his letter.
Yeah, Trey will probably it'll be real subtle, but there'll be a subtle little shift where suddenly his weight's different than he was used to it being, and he's leaning different than he's used to. Almost like the opposite of vertigo, kind of. And he just kind of stiffens up against the wall a little bit, kind of rubs it a little bit. All right, it's a long spiral staircase. It ends in some door, and the stone's all different. It's nice. Yeah, it's polished. Like they take better care of it. And just past that door, there's well, I think I understand why the food's so nice. They keep some sort of stone chests that keep everything cool, but it's not a smoking barrel for an exit. But it's a change of pace. Like something's different up there.
Jak folds his letter down, kind of puts it in his bag. Kind of facial expression, kind of saddened, just from reading it repeatedly. And he looks over. So we're not 100%, but if things go south and we don't know a way out, this is probably our best option.
It seems like maybe it could even go above ground. I don't know. It's pretty good distance. It's a few minutes walk at least. All upstairs. I mean, it'd make you real tired if you tried to run it.
Might have to fly it. All right, well, I think Darius is looking for us. Sorry, Digby's looking for us. So, we're going to some testing ground.
Do you think that's like that bit of arena that we saw before we found the canteen last night?
I hope it is, and if I hope that I get to go in it, I'm going to fight that douchebag from earlier. You try to act like a excited young kid that I'm not, and get treated really poorly for it. So I don't know which way to go, but when I lost sight of everybody, when I branched off, they were headed this way. So if they didn't go this way, maybe they went that way.
I think we're looking for a room next to the throne room, yeah? So if we hop on that way, shouldn't be too long before we can find that dirt pit arena you're looking for.
Just know that I volunteer if I get to go inside of it.
All
And,
right.
Jak will kind of lean off the wall, kind of shake his head. His little frown will turn into a smile. All right, let's go.
And Trey's gonna let Jak get, like probably a good 4 or 5 steps away, scratch the back of his neck. Don't grow up too fast, kid. And then follow along.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you guys start walking down. As you do, you start hearing a little bit more of a ruckus. And you're gonna like glance over your shoulder, and it looks like there's a bunch of people coming down this way from the direction of the canteen. Kind of behind you as you guys head towards the throne room. You guys want to do anything or continue towards the throne room?
To the throne room, or wherever we're going near it.
Always ignore everything and just
Yeah.
continue.
So,
Hooray!
yeah. So you walk away from these wooden doors and across the hall, the doors tray that you were listening to. You guys walk past that towards the throne room as the kind of the noise and ruckus starts kicking up from further down. Those of you below, Dolman leading you up the path, turning twice, kind of going up inclines a little bit, coming up to metal doors. And you guys can hear very easily a lot of footsteps on the other side, like going past the door. And Dolman kind of stops a few feet from the door and says, "Oh, that time already. Damn it. All right.
What time is that?
Wait a minute. Well, the fighting's about to start.
What fighting? What?
The arena. Kill time. The boys like to have some fights. Everybody's on a bit of a downtime while this new person arrives today, so they're
Any
right
idea who
early.
that new person is?
Yeah. I don't get told much, just when to expect someone and make sure that they are who they say they are.
Well, what name were you told to expect?
Oh, it's not a name. I've been giving you a visual indication. Anybody can mention a name.
Apologies. What does this individual look like?
Well, there's 3 of them, actually. The main important one, apparently quite handsome. Younger, elven fellow. Blonde hair. Brushed up and to the side. Tattoos. Green robes. There's a kobold companion and also a human companion. Robes, tools. A group of 3.
Does that sound like Paradon?
Have you seen Paradon? I think only Elion's physically seen him, right?
And Elion didn't tell us.
I thought he did tell us. Didn't he draw a picture for us?
Did you draw a picture? I know you described him, but I don't know if you drew a picture.
Yeah,
oh no, I
Yeah.
thought I
did?
thought because
Okay.
remember we had the vision. I had the vision of
Oh,
him
you
coming out
guys
of the tree.
did see him out of the tree. Yes. So, yes. Well, this description, like green robes, blonde hair, tattoos, young elven. Yes, this does sound like Paradon.
Uh-oh.
Well, shit.
What do you mean? You know this group?
Where do your loyalties lie here?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Are you loyal to Gorbash or are you loyal to Dalen?
I'm loyal to the Crimson Ark.
Gorbash or Dalen?
Roll a persuasion.
That'll be 25.
Nice. So casual.
He looks at you and he does not respond for a few seconds. If I wanted to be safe and keep my throat, I would say Dalen.
Right. What if I told you that there are much bigger things at work here? And your loyalties, he winks at him, and maybe serving someone who wants to bring about something terrible to this world.
Well, can't say much about wanting to change the world, but me and my family in the Ark, those are what I care about.
Well, the person that he's bringing here slaughtered an entire grove of druids, using their blood
I look down.
for something terrible.
He's a blood weaver?
I can't confirm for certain. Have you ever heard of someone named Lord Vinmoria?
Yes. Andronath from Moria? Yes.
Well, I believe Paradon was a kind of a vessel for him to take over. And I believe
Last we heard, he was batshit crazy.
Yeah, well, the last we heard, he was dead. And I think he transferred into this Paradon individual.
Dalen said that Paradon is coming on board with us to help plan the eradication of the Terva Invagar. What else would he want to do here?
Maybe annihilate you like he annihilated my people.
He may want to enslave your people. They're looking for blood, and lots of it. They, Dalen included, want to return the old one. Paradon is working very closely with someone named Sikosan.
Your Crimson Ark may end up a sacrifice like mine was.
A literal Crimson Ark.
That wouldn't make sense. We've done nothing but work with Dalen and fulfill his missions, and
Let me ask you
bring
something.
that thing here.
If you served a blood god, and your only purpose was to bring it back, do you think he gives a shit about any of you?
And you, completing all these missions, popularizing the Crimson Ark, bringing in new members, it's exactly what he's wanted.
Where do you think all those magic users are going?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, I'm not asking you to betray anybody, but just there's danger coming here, and I can promise you, he ain't too happy with our group, specifically myself and Jak Nara.
Well, he's not set to be here for quite a few hours. So perhaps we see what Dalen needs and go from there.
Very well. I'd appreciate if you keep this between us for now. If at any point something comes up that you think I'm lying to you about this, by all means, turn me in. I'm not trying to hurt anybody here. Dalen was the one I came here to find information on.
For who?
For myself. Like I said, we knew about Paradon and what he was doing, and we know that there was an order named the Conciso Sorcerers. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes.
Well, they wanted to bring back the old one. That was their goal. That was their purpose. And I believe Dalen is one of those sorcerers. I know of another one named Magnus Silverstrum. And there is one more, but she has been split into 3. And they go by Garrick right now.
I don't know if this one. Stratus, I'm aware, is the third trio. That back many years ago, many attempts failed, somewhat of a joke, which is why Dalen is more of an advisor, per se, than any semblance of holding of power.
He's biding his time. They found something out. I had a vision. He was, I think he was speaking with Magnus. Magnus had his way of doing things, and Dalen said he didn't need his way anymore. That something about these shadow hearts can help them unlock their path or whatever they're working towards. Do you know anything about has anything been brought to you? Any mention of a shadow heart or anything like that?
Yes, that's what we brought here.
You have one of those things here?
Yes.
Thinking about it?
It's kept downstairs. In the testing room.
In the wait, where you're well, then this actually may work in our favor. Now, I'll tell you this, we can't destroy it, but we can reduce it to, I don't know, some weakened state, depending how strong it is. What have you been testing?
I have never been in.
Okay.
It is, but it used to be a room used for when many moons ago we'd do much simpler experiments with fey creatures, trying to find ways to sever their connection and harness that power. We developed a weapon that was able to do that, a ritual involved with it. But that room, since we brought the Shadow Heart here, no longer exists. Yet a shining portal now, which only Dalen and people he needs may enter.
Is he taking the magic users in there?
Possibly. It makes sense. I am here to oversee anybody leaving through the portal, and missions sent out usually go through there, not through the keep.
All right. I don't know if I'm going to regret this, and I will prestidigitation myself back to Darius. My name isn't Digby. And don't let the name alarm you. And he bows. Darius Silverstrum, at your service.
I will take the break right there.
Dang!
Knew it.
All right, be back in 7 minutes.
Crazy.
Welcome back, everybody. As we
Corey's ripping it
left
back.
off, the ATLADS have done what they do best and split the party.
Hooray!
Some downstairs as Elion talked to Dalen, and then being brought upstairs by Dolman. A conversation taking place. Darius kind of unveiling who he is, his real identity. As above, Trey and Jak heading to the throne room with a massive amount of people kind of heading down the corridor behind them. So at this moment, Jak and Trey, you enter the throne room. You see people on the outsides. You do not see Gorbash where he was previously. You do not see Dalen where he was previously, but you do see people kind of scattered around. What do you do?
Jak is going to think to Darius. Do I have time to fight in the pits?
A moment goes by and you hear no response.
Trey, I think we have time to go fight in the pits. Because I don't know where we're supposed to be going. And I want to fight in the pits.
Jak and
And-
fucking Trey are having a beach day while we're trying to like undo this fucking world-ending shit.
Do you want to wait here? And I'm going to go see if I can get in the pit? Or should I be a proper leader and continue looking for the rest of our party?
I think Trey's gonna like pat Jak on the shoulder. You know, it just hit me, Jak. I'm less worried about you in that pit than I am you mucking about in the hallways. So why don't you have a good bit of fun? I'll see if I can find the rest of the lads.
Okay, let them know I'm in the pit. Hopefully I can just get in there. So, and Jak is just going to like legitimately sprint towards the pit.
All right. So
And Trey just sort of cocks his head. And I like to think that Trey's looking, and for this brief moment, Jak looks exactly like a member of the Crimson Arc running to the fighting pits right now. Like he just looks like he just like got in finally with the flow of the school of fish. He's just like, huh.
yeah, you kind of start running over. You see some of these people are in the room, kind of slowly, kind of filtering through the doorway, past the war machine, heading out to the arena as Trey, kind of like over your shoulder, the kind of flood of people, like 15, 20 people, kind of all kind of like peeling out from the tunnel behind you, kind of walking around, heading over towards the eastern exit to the throne room.
I think in this moment where everybody's sort of distracted, Trey does want to go find the other guys, but something's been bugging him for a long time. And he wants to see if those chained people are still chained against those walls, if they've moved, if they're even alive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you move in a little bit closer to the room. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Looks like I got a 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, you move into the middle of the room, trying to not draw too much attention to yourself. And you glance to the northwest and over to the northeast, and the clothing on the bodies and the bodies themselves look exactly the same, and you don't see any position change. So it looks like it's the exact same people as who was there before, and completely unmoved. Do you want to go up to the bodies and check them out?
Yeah, I think Trey's gonna take the time to do that real quick. Since it seems like everybody's distracted, I think he wants to do that.
Okay. Do you want to go to the one in the northeast or the northwest of the room? The northeast would be closer to the exit towards the arena.
Yeah, I feel like the northeast one is one that people would probably notice a lot easier. So I think he wants to go to the west where it'll be hopefully less noticed.
Okay, go
'Cause
ahead
I
and
feel
roll.
like traffic's not going that way.
Yeah, out of the way. Go ahead and roll a stealth for me.
Got a 10, boss.
10. All right. So you kind of start heading over towards that direction, and as the people are kind of flooding out, and this one lady kind of looks over. Are you going to the fighting? Arena's starting.
Oh yeah, I'll be there in just a second. I've got some guys I'm waiting on. I figured I'd grab a seat over here. You know how it goes.
Well, but don't be too late. It's gonna be a good one.
Thank you, love. See you soon.
And she turns and starts kind of scampering back to her group. Yeah, you approach the body and roll investigation for me.
We got a dirty 20.
Dang. As you can start going over the body, you see multiple abrasions, slashes. Looks like this person was, it's a human, beaten to a bloody pulp. And finally, you see a brand marking of the Crimson Arc has been burned into his forehead.
Nice.
Definitely dead.
But like, how dead?
Like stanky.
Like Graveyard Dead. He done.
Yeah, as
Okay.
you get a little bit, even walking towards the room and looking over towards the other one, you can see even from a distance the same type of damage done to that body as well.
Okay. And did these guys strike Trey as creatures that could be expected to be magical? Like maybe these are examples of magic users that we had heard about disappearing?
Roll an Arcana for me.
That's 12.
12. You can't really tell anything magical about them. They look quite muscular. Their clothing alone, there's no like exquisite robes or staves that you see or anything. So nothing to indicate necessarily they were magic users.
Okay. I think a little time having passed, Jack ran off to the arena, and the Trey finally getting to put this like weight of these bodies off his consciousness. I think he's going to look up to see if his friends have come this way, and if they've not, I think he's going to sort of fight the traffic a little bit to try to find them.
Yeah, for sure. Start heading kind of towards the exit. And at this point, Darius, as you present yourself, Dumbledore kind of looks a little bit confused. I can't not be alarmed at the Silverstrum part of that.
Yes, I know. The name wasn't... It was assigned to me. There were 6 of us. 1 died at birth. We were experimented on, injected with Conciso magic and Fey magic.
This seems like a lot.
Yep. Welcome to the last month of my life.
I think one step at a time.
Indeed. And he will press the digitation back to the raggedy version of himself.
Yeah,
You can keep it as Digby, don't worry.
indeed. I think it's best for, as you say, both of us to, or all of us, and he kind of looks at the group, to keep this conversation amongst ourselves.
Agreed. I mean, you don't have to worry. It's not like I'm going to say anything. I need you to keep it to yourself.
I understand, but sometimes the wall's heaviest.
Fair enough.
Very well. And reaches out, and you see him kind of rotate this hexagonal device on the back of the door, kind of back and forth a few times, and then turn to the left, and you hear the click of the locks release, and he kind of pulls the door. You just kind of see 2 people walking by. All right, let's find your companions. He ushers you all to leave.
Yep, I'll head out.
I usher along.
And Elion as well?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys funnel out as you do. He turns and locks the door behind. As you see, you can see down the hall towards the throne room, you see a group of people kind of exiting, and you see a couple more people walking up from the direction of the canteen. Well, where would they go? You know them best, clearly.
Well, y'all don't have anything like that lets people fight, do you?
That's exactly what we have. The arena just on the other side of the throne room.
That's probably
these
where
people
Jack
are
is.
heading.
Oh. Right. But that's good. I mean, at least it's a normal thing, because my next guess was that Jack attacked someone and they were all running to try and kill him. So it's better that it's, warranted.
I assume I would have been alerted if there was any outbreak of fighting. Very well, to the arena then, if that's where he would be. And how many more do we need to find?
Him and one other. I assume they're together. They're kind of like little puppies. They stick together a lot.
Sticky
He's in a
puppies.
pod.
Got it. All right, let's go. Nods his head and he starts walking towards the throne room.
I will follow.
As you follow, walking down there, Trey, as you kind of like turn down the hallway and see a couple more people kind of walk by, you can clearly see the outline 50 feet down of Dolman and your friends following behind.
Yeah, I guess Trey isn't privy to how relaxed things seem to have become. So I think Trey is going to kind of... going against traffic definitely makes him stick out real bad. So I think he's going to try to figure out how to catch the flow such that they sort of get brought back together naturally, if that's even a possibility in this moment.
Yeah, kind of almost like walk slowly with kind of the flow as they're coming up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth for me. More about blending in than hiding.
Ah, dirty 20, baby.
Okay.
Jeez.
Digby, go ahead and roll a perception for me.
It's not going to beat a dirty 20 if I'm trying to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's only a 14.
14, okay. Yeah, so Trey, you kind of like slowly kind of mingle in amongst the groups as you see your friends kind of walking Dolman at the opening. Dolman kind of is glancing around, not having a complete lock on exactly who he's looking for, but just seeing anybody that kind of sticks out. And you kind of see the group kind of exit that entrance into the throne room. You're about 20 feet kind of north of them. You can kind of see them, and Dolman's looking around.
Yeah, I think just trying to keep it natural, I think Trey would probably... Yeah, how do you nail an approach like that? I think you'd probably see Elion and Digby and would probably just very casually approach. I didn't know exactly when I would see you guys. I just figured everybody was going this way. We got split up back at the canteen. I had something I had to take care of, but you know how it goes. You guys getting lost. I found you.
Oh, this is one down. This is the Jak.
This is Trey. Jack went to the arena, didn't he?
Right, Jack's in the arena.
All right.
The arena then.
Trey, you should probably be brought up to speed. He knows what's up.
All right. So, and Trey's gonna get really close. So, have you discussed anything about that Shadow Heart?
Yeah, he said ever since it's been here, it's been shit. And he also confirmed Paradon is who's coming today.
Shite.
Yep.
We gotta get out of here.
That's kind of why I threw all my cards on the table, because we're running out of time and I didn't want to die, so.
All right, well. I mean, you know everything, Dolman. What, you gonna try to stick out your neck for us? Maybe find us a way out of here?
No, won't be doing that, but whatever helps my family here in the Crimson Ark, whatever progresses that path, I will find myself on.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, because our next destination is the Shadow Heart, so maybe we kill it. Well, not kill it, but like turn it to goo.
Stop it.
If that could be done, then it would be appreciated. I would most certainly secure your exit from here. That's what
We
you're-
can try. It's not the first one that we fought, but the only thing I can hope is whatever you've done has weakened it. Because if it's at full strength, I don't know if we could take it.
Can I detect thoughts on him while he's talking?
Yeah.
I want to. He's actually like leaning to our side or not.
Yeah. Yeah, as you put it out there, he does have the feeling of not distrust, but definitely guarded as he's talking and kind of watching as people go by. You get this sense that he's like almost on a knife's edge. Like just he's razor sharp, but he's also conflicted. Like a pull between duty and family and dedication, and that's kind of what's bouncing around in his head right now. Oh, we best get this other one together and head back down.
Sooner is better.
So as we kind of go back in time just a little bit, as a Jak, you run your way into the arena area. As you run past the war machine and go through the doorway back out into this area that you were already, you see this time a contrast to what it was before. You see the levels of seats filled with bunches of people. You see the bar at the other end. You see people sitting at tables with drinks. And you see as you come out, the sort of overhang central top area, you can see the back of Dalen standing to the side of this kind of small structure. What do you do?
Jak is going to attempt to make eye contact with Dalen, like get his attention.
So his back is to you. Do you want to like go right down to him, or walk off to the side and try to get in his vision, or what are you thinking?
He's below or elevated?
So you kind of come in at the top of steps and then kind of step down, and then there's this structure. So he is below you, and then in front of that is the drop into the arena.
Oh, Jak's headed right towards Dalen then.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You kind of down the steps. Dalian seems to be just kind of arms folded, looking off into the arena. As you get beside him and look, you can see kind of this curtain hanging down from the structure, and you can in the corner you can see that Gorbash is sitting inside on some sort of kind of red throne type structure. And he just sees you out of the corner of his eye and just doesn't seem to acknowledge you. Just keeps staring into the middle of the pit.
Jak is going to speak. How do I get in there?
He just turns and looks at you, kind of looks up and down, chuckles a little bit. I wouldn't suggest you do if you could.
Is it a fight to the death?
Oh, that would be a waste. No need for death. Of
I
course,
want in.
Unless you want to really raise the stakes.
No death, but I want in.
He kind of looks over his shoulder. He goes up and whispers in Gorbash's ear. He is here. If the boy wants to play, let him play.
Let's go.
You just see Dalen kind of shrug, come back down, and well, there's guess we can fit you into the schedule. We have 2 fights already about to happen. You may have the 3rd if you wish.
How long till that happens?
Well, that depends on how long the participants take, doesn't it? Sometimes it's over very quickly. Sometimes it's a little bit more of a endurance battle. What is your abilities? We equally match participants, of course. Nobody to get an upper hand when they shouldn't have.
I would say I'm versatile. Close range, long range. Hit you with a stick, shoot you with a bow, stab you with a knife.
He kind of chuckles, folds his arms. Very well. How about this, since you're so confident? What type of fighter would you like to go against?
I'm open to anyone. You, Gorbash, some random person in here.
Oh, we don't fight in the arena. That would be a waste of everyone's time and energy.
Yeah.
I think I have somebody that will be a good fit for you. Him down there. And he points down, and as he points down, you can see kind of like people are kind of like cheering and that. As you look into the arena now, you see that there is like 6 or 7 people kind of lined up in the center. And they're kind of like holding up their weapons and kind of cheering towards the crowd. And you can see him pointing is right there, second from the end. And as you look down, you see this guy with like the straw hat. Looks like he has a little like backpack with just one kind of little strap over his shoulder. He's wearing this kind of ragged white kind of shirt that is kind of like just one little fold over. These raggedy brown pants that kind of stop just above his shins, and wearing sandals at the bottom. Looks quite raggedy. Yes, I think he'll do quite well. And what was your name again for the announcement?
Jak.
Jak. Very well. Jak and Jeff. Shall be quite the battle. And as he kind of says this, and you see them kind of cheering and that, you see the fighters in the arena, base arena, start to kind of wander off towards the eastern edge, where you can see kind of this wooden gate is kind of just slightly lifted up that they're walking towards.
Jak will, I guess, take in the fight.
Okay, yeah. Start to kind of walk out. And at this time, Dolman brings the rest of the group through the doorway. You guys see a group of fighters in the middle of this arena kind of peeling out. You see this little structure where you can kind of see Dalen's back. And you see Jak standing beside Dalen, kind of watching these fighters leave the arena. Fight's a beginning. I hope he's not... I hope he's not fighting. These are quite experienced people.
I'm going to cast a message. Jak, what the hell are you doing?
You see Jak start looking around. Signing up for a fight.
You understand that Paradon is on his way here now, right?
Did you cast the spell again?
Yeah, me talking to you will be me recasting. It's a cantrip. I can just do
checking,
that
just
well.
Confirmed or confirmed or still questioning?
It's being confirmed. And we may have some people on our side here.
And Jak, beside Dalen, summons Talamar's favor and kind of holds it for a second. All right, well, maybe next time, and if I lose, I'll give you back your lyre. And it's going to extend it and launch himself up.
What? You launch yourself up where?
Back towards the group.
Okay, and you didn't say that out loud. That was in your head.
Yes,
or did you say it out
100%.
loud? No, it's very important, obviously, that we clarify if you said this out loud or in your head.
Yeah, because he doesn't know who I am, and I have his lyre.
It was in his head. He was saying it to what's his face.
Okay.
It sounds like a retcon to me.
Nope.
That was definitely just Luke trying to be funny and not Jak.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Jak is just gonna summon it, and then he's gonna go, all right, I gotta go, and then leave.
And you see Dalen just turn around and be like, it looks severely confused as to what just happened.
And I'm going to cast a message again to him. And oh, by the way, we're going to go fight another Shadow Heart.
Oh, that sounds more interesting.
Thought you might like that.
Yeah, everyone down there looks weak.
As you kind of jump up, and you guys notice Dalen, Dolman, now sees who it is that you're going to get, and you kind of see him like do an eye roll and kind of tilt his head a little bit.
Oh, trust me, I feel the same way.
Jak like launches himself up, kind of spins the pole as he kind of comes down, shrinks it back up as Talamar's favor just dissipates.
You see, and I'm supposed to be the ostentatious one.
Neat trick, child. Let's go.
You trick child. I'd smoke you.
He turns and starts walking. Everybody following away, or?
Oh yeah,
Jak,
absolutely.
Jak's gonna get like right up next to Darius, You know how bad I wanted to tell him we had his instrument?
Well, I'm glad you didn't. He did want me dead. I don't know if you know that.
They wanted me dead too.
Well,
Welcome to the
clearly
club.
they wanted me dead more. Well, I mean, the Crimson Ark wanted you dead. Dalian wants me dead.
Dalen's soft.
Well, maybe Villian wanted you dead. I don't know. I can't keep track of anything anymore.
Everybody wants us dead.
Is this in your? You're saying this to him, right?
Yeah, but like we're like in each other's.
Jack's like breathing in his neck.
Well, you both to roll
non-sensually.
a stealth to see if the conversation stays quiet.
Oh, perfect.
Breathing in his neck.
26.
26.
13 plus 8, 21.
Okay, yeah, you guys are pretty confident you're keeping this on the down low. Dolman leaving you directly back to the door. You can tell. Is everybody following or want to do anything specific during the journey to the security doors?
I probably would, while I'm like walking along, pull out my book, and I'm gonna make some notes. But I also want to kind of just scan through my book, kind of nonchalantly.
Yeah. As soon as you open it to where your pencil is, you immediately see a sketch that you did not do.
Okay.
It's of a muscular dwarf holding two swords, and you see kind of like tents in the background. You see tattoos. From context where the tents are, although this structure looks like a dwarf, looks a little bit bigger than a normal sized dwarf. And you have this expression almost of rage and joy and excitement in his face.
Do I recognize this dwarf?
You have not seen this dwarf before, no. Roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Recognize this drawer?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. This is what you asked for, and here it is. No need to worry about him now, though.
I say, who is this?
Whoever he was going to kill us all. So I had to take care of it. You made me take care of it.
Right. Okay. Right. Thank you.
Of course.
I close the book up and put it away. Continue on.
Okay. You guys continue walking down. Anybody else want to do anything during this traveling?
Nope.
Okay. The sketch is in the Discord for anybody who wants to double check it. So yeah, as Dolman brings you up to the security doors, those of you with him before recognize him kind of putting the key up in this kind of square box lock. Opens the security door and points and ushers you all to head in. As you see a couple of people still kind of walking past, heading towards the arena area. Everybody follow?
Yep.
Perfect. Everybody heads in, and he closes the door behind. He says, "Just head down there slowly. I'll catch up in a moment."
Where are you going?
I need to communicate with somebody and want a little bit of privacy. I hope that's not too much to ask.
No, of course not. You know, you just got to understand that I kind of just revealed my hand to you. I got to be a little careful on you just suddenly stepping away. You understand?
I'm going to be right here. And he reaches into his pouch and you see him pull out, and he kind of holds and nods to it, and you can tell because you have one of them as a message ascending stone.
Okay.
just need to make sure everybody's on the same page if anything untoward would happen.
All right. Sorry. Can never be too careful.
It's understandable, the circumstances.
All right, and I will continue heading ahead.
Okay. Is everybody following? Bigby the Great.
Yep.
All right, so you guys start heading down. About 30 seconds later, you hear kind of the footsteps. As you look around, you see kind of Dolman has picked up the pace and come up behind you guys, kind of like shifts between you all to kind of get to the front. You guys can be here for the first time. Torches all lit. There's a well-lit tunnel, well taken care of. Descending a little bit, two kind of turns around. As it leads you to the tunnel to the left, you can see this kind of large wooden door continues straight. And to come up to the turn to the right, where three of you know this turn would take you down to Dalen's room. But he continues walking straight, where you can see this opening coming out into a larger room at the end, about 100 feet down this hallway. It's about 20 feet down it. And he stops. When you go in here, is the plan to take care of this Shadowheart?
Well, I mean, probably. What do you normally do when someone enters this room? Because, you know, if you send us in and we just start guns blazing, is that going to alert anyone?
I can't see or hear anything that happens on the other side. The door is more like a portal than a door now, since the incident.
All right. Are all you ready?
Did we pass that guy's room a little bit ago?
Yes, Dalen's quarters are right there. He kind of points back to turn to the south out of the tunnel.
You were told to get some dirt on him. I think we should investigate that while we have the chance. He says quietly, stealthily in your ear.
If you're going in to possibly destroy the Shadowhearts, and Dalen is waiting for you all there, that is quite a task to take on such two powerful things.
Well, I don't think Dalen is Dalen. I think it's just one of his simulacrum.
No, that's the one upstairs. This is the real
Oh, the real one is him? Okay.
Well, we
He's
already
down
beat.
here to work on this that he's working on.
We already beat one of them, so
Yeah, we beat a simulacrum. We didn't beat the real deal. And I don't think we can take on Dalen and a Shadowheart.
That was you that killed his simulacrum?
That was him,
Mhm.
actually. But yeah.
Jack puffs his chest out a little bit.
I mean, to be fair, it was all of us. He just landed the killing blow.
And slayed Lord Vamoria as well. Don't forget about that one.
Same scenario.
That's very interesting. That group was sent to retrieve an automaton and ended up killing his simulacrum.
You see Darius kind of like, that automaton was our friend.
Well, we've all lost many friends. But might not be a bad idea of what the child says, and perhaps see if you can find anything that may help you in this fight. His room.
Well, all right. If you're willing to let us in there, then by all means, I'm happy.
I'll check first. Come. And he kind of like steps around you all and starts walking towards Dalen's room.
Jack like looks at Darius and goes,
I love Jack signals that mean nothing to anybody but Jack.
that was like, put some respect on the name. Like, all right, the child's right, even though he called me a child twice in a row.
So yeah, he takes up the Dalen's room, War Machine. You guys now see that have not been there before, standing steady. He knocks on the door. Dalen, just checking if you're ready to receive your guests. Kind of puts his ear to the door. And you hear him. Grabs the handle, kind of pulls it, looks in. All right. Be quick.
It'd be faster if we all go together. Let's go.
Yep, waste no
Everybody
time.
head in? Okay. Everybody's running in?
Do it.
All right. You guys all head in. Some of you got a view of this already. Going in, everybody roll a perception for me. Unless anybody wants to look at something specific. You see a 4-poster bed, you see fireplace, you see a couple of desks, bookshelves, big mirror.
It'll be a 22 for Jak.
Amazing. Got it.
Perception.
Also 22.
13.
Okay.
And I used the luck as well.
Okay.
9.
9 for Mastos.
Yep.
And Elion?
14.
14.
I rolled a nat 1 though, so.
Okay, good. Thank you for telling me.
Good information.
As Mastos comes in, you all notice him smiling of excitement, looking at the amazing pattern of spider webs that he left when he was climbing up on the roof.
So beautiful.
Jak and Trey, as you walk in and you kind of quickly scan the room, you both immediately lock in on this mirror that stands out beyond anything else in the room. Huge, exquisite mirror. To the northeast of the room is this kind of long desk with papers kind of strewn all around it. This mirror, silver. You see this red, kind of like almost shimmering within the outside of the frame. Immediately draws your attention.
Does Jak recognize this kind of mirror?
You get a little bit closer. If you want to investigate it, you can go ahead and roll an investigation or an arcana.
Investigation it is. Ooh! And-
Do you like voice that you're looking into this, or do you just walk up and do it?
I would say Jak would just kind of walk up because I guess he's seen a magical mirror before, so he's like, hey, is this a magical mirror? Let me check this out.
Okay. So since I don't know you're doing it, I will not bardic inspiration you.
22.
22, awesome. Yeah, as you approach and you kind of take a look at this, you notice to the right of it, down at the bottom right of it, where the frame comes, there's a small piece of metal that almost kind of extends from it. Almost looks like a candle holder. Kind of hooks upward. It's got a little disc and kind of where you would place a candle on. But instead of a candle, you see this metal, almost like the end of a needle, a little metal kind of prick almost. And beside it on the table, you see a bowl with a damp cloth, little kind of blood stains on the cloth. And now that you're closer, you see it looks almost like blood cycling through the frame of this mirror. And very reminiscent of the structure of mirror you've seen before in regards to knowing that it has some sort of magical infusion in it.
Well, fancy mirror, needle, blood. Anyone?
What?
This mirror. It's magical for sure. I can literally see blood flowing. I could poke my finger and see what happens.
Maybe we don't do that, Jak. It seems to me like that blood's got something to do with it. How it's real fancy. It's got some sort of magic in it. I don't know that, but it seems like it. So I don't suggest you go rushing nothing like that. Isn't that the type of thing you'd expect of Venmoria or Peridon?
I would. Is there anything else useful besides a mirror? I'm sure everybody's looking around diligently.
Yes. That's what you guys notice mostly. You see the papers. There's the desk you guys are at with a huge mirror, but there's also to the east of the room a really long desk with, again, lots of papers everywhere. And all of you notice kind of some of the basics. You see the fireplace and that. The other thing that does stick out that there's a small metal globe shaped device sitting on a stand just to the right of the entrance.
Is there anything on the device, or is it just a globe?
As you walk over, you can see a little bit closer now that it looks like it is a globe representative of the current layout of the world that you're currently on. You see Centaurium, you see the segments, you see islands. Do you want to take a closer look at it? That's just kind of from a distance.
Yeah, I'll go up, look at it.
Okay, roll an investigation for me.
Investigation. Not terrible, not great. 12.
Well, okay. A little bit closer. You're like pretty sure everything looks exactly the way the maps that you've seen of the current world. You do notice, however, 5 little pins. And also one other small thing that almost looks like a small figurine. But these 5 pins, they look to be in the top segmented parts of where the land is broken. But 4 of them have the top of the pin almost exploded outwards, kind of peeling outwards. One remains intact and has a small red pulse coming from the top of it. And you recognize where this is placed, and it looks to be Venmoria City.
Oh. Okay. I will inform the group what I have found. Jak, there's something weird here. There's something in Venmoria City right now that's currently active.
It's a bit vague for me.
Well,
But-
come over and take a look.
Okay. And Jak will take a look.
Roll investigation for me.
Ooh, okay. I get a +4, right? Because if it's a +4, it's a dirty 20. 1 second. Yeah, dirty 20.
Awesome. Yeah, so you take a look at what Darius is pointing out. You see these 4 kind of almost the top of exploded pins, and this one pin intact with this kind of flashing red kind of glow. And there's also the small figurine off to the kind of the northwest on the map that is just slightly rotating. But this pin that is not exploded, as you kind of like looking over it, and you just kind of put your finger to the side of it to kind of check it out. It just does a little red kind of pulse. And as it does, you see a line start to appear. It kind of starts to stretch upwards. And you see it go north. It stops and boom, another pin apparates and kind of flashes. And then boom, down to Venmoria City. Boom, flashes. Heads westward. Towards Sinacalum. Boom, Sinacalum. Pin flashes. It heads westward again. Towards Katerva Invigar. Hold. Doesn't quite get there though. Boom. Flashes. The line extends. Goes north. Back to the original island. Boom. Flashes red. Pulses red for a few seconds. and dissipates. The original pin evaporates, starts pulsing red again.
Have I seen magic like this before?
Roll a history.
Probably not. 12.
12. You haven't seen anything quite like this. You assume it's some sort of tracking, but you don't know exactly what type of magic this would be.
Was there any light or pulsing at Arakan?
Nope.
See a lot of weird stuff in here.
Right. Well, we need to find something we can use against him. I don't think this globe is going to do anything. What about that mirror? You know anything about it?
Besides, Trey told me not to touch it. It's magical. I can tell you that. And we could probably poke our finger and find out if you wanted.
We have no idea what that'll do, though.
Is anyone particularly paying attention to what Mastos is doing?
No, have you said anything?
No, I haven't. No. So no one's particularly paying attention to me?
What does Mastos want to do?
Mastos was walking to the mirror.
Okay. Mastos walking to the mirror as Jak and Darius are kind of looking at this sphere, and Elion kind of glaring at it as well. Trey, what would you be doing during this?
Not watching Mastos.
Yeah, definitely Trey would have been at the mirror, and having seen the pulsing of that secondary artifact, I think Trey maybe would have been wondering if maybe this is some method of transportation, maybe the two items are linked in some way, and he might kind of note that Mastos is walking towards the mirror, but I don't think that he would really think much of it.
Okay. And Elion, was there anywhere I put the room in Discord for you guys too, guys, so you can have like a vision of what it would look like. Elion, anything specific you'd be looking at? There's a lot of papers and books and everything everywhere. I would assume Elion naturally would be.
Yeah, I'd probably move to the bookcase, scanning just to kind of get a lay of like what genres and types of books that are here.
Okay, so roll investigation for me.
Oh, jeez. 13.
13. Okay. Take a look around the books in the bookshelves. You notice that these are all recreational. Like, there's nothing here in regards to, facts of this. Everything seems to be either like a love story or a comedy, or it is all books for entertainment. However, as you kind of go over the desks, you see the papers there have almost random, not sorted correctly scribblings of notes. With that investigation, you can piece together, there's some, that you're looking for something for the Shadow Hearts. You do find some random notes about the research on the Shadow Heart. Find notes, trying to piece everything together. It's kind of a mix match of stuff, so it's kind of hard to piece it together. But it looks like he found a way to split the Shadow Heart up by damaging it somehow and making smaller ones. And feeding these smaller ones to try and get them to gain more power. There are notes about runes to hold these in place. You see notes about failure and having to retrieve a specific beast to hold these Shadow Hearts.
No mention of like what beast is needed.
No, you're not able to quite piece it together with that investigation check.
Okay. Okay, I'll move to the desk with like the notes and papers, or was that kind of general?
Kind of general. Yeah, between them both.
Yeah, okay.
Mastos, at this point, you have reached the desk of scatterings of paper and the mirror. What do you wish to do?
And Trey's here with me. Right here. You're right there. You're right
Yeah,
there.
this mirror looks a bit curious. I think it's probably magical. What do you think, Mastos? What do you make of that?
I'm just more curious about those papers over there. And I point on to the other side of the desk.
Just here.
And as he goes to look over, I just take the needle and go, boop.
Prick your finger on the needle.
Yep.
Okay. As you do so, and you kind of like try to do a little doop, the second the needle pierces your skin, you feel it pull your finger downwards. So much so that the needle pierces your finger and goes up to the first knuckle on your finger as you feel the needle pierce between the bone and your nail as it goes in. As it
And
does,
everyone hears Mastos says, ow.
the blood starts to drip downwards into the flat piece below and start to get sucked in, and you can see it kind of pull in at the bottom of this mirror as the slow-moving fluid within starts to rush and bubble. And you all start to hear a humming now come across from this mirror, echoing throughout the room.
What the hell, Mastos? What'd you do?
The mirror starts flashing from red, silver to white. The dark red fills the entirety of the mirror. Almost looks like it's liquid, kind of just flowing in and out. Just a little ripple here, a little ripple there. Well, you're not Dalen, are you? Who do we have here?
Is this the same voice that I heard back at the Grove?
It is.
I take a step back and
Oh,
it's
don't
you.
be shy. Step forwards. Come to the voice. Don't step away, little one.
I'm not. And Darius, this was her. This is. I forget the blood guy.
Darius? Ah, the Silverstrum. Have you come to me finally?
Can I hear?
This is echoing throughout the whole room.
I'm not going to answer.
I meant Digby.
Don't correct yourself.
Just kidding.
What have you done with Dalen? His work is most important. I hope you haven't set him back.
We're
No,
actually-
ma'am. He sent me here to. We're new prospects in the Crimson Arc. I have a vengeance against a Silverstrum, not this Darius you speak of, but a Magnus.
Ah, yes. Step forwards so I can see this torment, this vengeance that you seek. Step closer, Digby.
I'll walk closer to the mirror.
Okay. How close do you want to get?
I'll inch forward, like literally, like inch by inch.
As you inch forwards, you see part of the mirror start to extend. In the shape of a hand, just slowly, the fingers kind of slowly moving, and the hand moving to almost reach out towards.
You see him like he's standing still, but he's like leaning backwards as it reaches out.
See why I stepped back?
Come closer. Do not be afraid.
You're a giant blood hand coming out of a mirror.
Oh, you know better than that, Darius. I can feel it within you. I can see so energy. I also feel it. Here, Trey, you see a hand start to stretch out towards. And here, Elion, you see a hand reaching out towards your direction. 3 bloodied hands slowly starting to stretch out of the mirror. You've all come to me. I'll come home. Come to me.
I summon the soul speaker and try to smash the mirror.
You raise it and you swing down as the arm slowly reaching out towards your face. And we will leave it there for tonight.
Ah.
Whoa!
Mastos, what did you do?
Is that thing
Crazy.
still like freaking knuckle deep all up in your digit, my guy?
No, he was
I
able to
legit
release himself.
was
from that.
I was gonna say to Jak not to touch it in case it communicates with Seiko-san.
Yeah.
Good job, Tim.
Dang.
You know Mastos gonna touch the shiny thing. Like it's just there's no way around it.
Yeah, and I only I wanted to stop him, but when we walked in the room and he was like, "Ooh, look at my spider webs."
Yeah,
I
you're
like Darius lost interest in him. He was like, "Okay,
Yep.
he's off
It
on
was
a tangent."
For sure.
It was perfect.
Awesome. All right. Good session, guys. Thanks so much. Good RP.
was great.
You guys dug in pretty good. It was nice. So we'll be back next week, 8 p.m. EST. See you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Goodbye.